business, and we have a parent request to have a student attend a high school not of record, which was tabled from our December 6th meeting. Yep. Okay, if you'd like to.
Can I have private? Do I need to discuss my situation?
It's certainly up to the board, but at last meeting, the parents had come in. We went in non-public. We discussed it, and they brought things and so forth, and issues, and et cetera, without the, and we decided at that point, and confirmed, especially since it was only 3, to defer that decision until tonight. So at this point, unless the 2 people who weren't here, you and Mrs. Tricia, would like to have additional information on their own, we could, at this point, like we did previously, make a decision at this point if we wanted to grant that. But since there was 2 of us, 2 of you not here, I don't know how that would make sense personally. But unless you 2 are comfortable not hearing their input.
Additional information? Is there additional information, or were you going to recap? You want to hear it? All right. So yeah, I guess we'd like to hear it.
If I'm going into non-public, would it be prudent to also maintain non-public and listen to the other information from the other 3 requests that we're receiving tonight? So that may put us in non-public for a little longer than normal.
You can do that.
So that's what I would like to do. To go on to non-public then under the appropriate classification under, what is that offhand? I know there's a
91A3, section 1.
Okay, so I'd like to make a motion that we go under that particular citation.
Second. Roll call.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
So, Mr. Chair, I know we're going to speak to the family that came in 2 weeks ago first. Is there a...
Yeah, there's a... What's that?
To go back into open session.
Yes.
Jim, second.
Yep. Okay, we're back in public session. And just for the public's benefit, we deliberated on a parent request to have a student attend a high school not of record. And we, again, just for the public's information, we utilized policy JCB, JEC, and also Part ED 320 of the New Hampshire Code of Administrative Rules for manifest educational hardship to make our decisions. At this point, we'll take the requests one at a time, and we will do a roll call vote on each one. So, have your list, Andy. First one, request we had, Mr. and Mrs. Florence had a request for their student to attend a high school not of record. And we are going to make a determination now if the request meets manifest educational hardship. So we'll do a roll call vote. Tricia?
No.
Cheryl?
No.
Todd?
No.
Jim?
No.
No. Yes, next request was from Mr. and Mrs. Provost for their student to attend a high school not of record. Again, we're going to do a roll, see if that request meets manifest educational hardship guidelines.
No.
Cheryl? Todd?
No.
Jim?
No.
No. Yes, next request from Mrs. Lambert for her student to attend the high school not of record. Again, we're going to do a roll on whether it meets a manifest educational hardship. Tricia?
No.
Cheryl?
No.
Todd?
No.
Jim?
No.
No. Last one, Mr. and Mrs. O'Hara, request of their student to attend the high school not of record. We'll do a roll on whether it meets the manifest educational hardship. Tricia?
No.
Cheryl?
No.
Todd?
No.
Jim?
No.
No. Okay.
I'm not familiar with the policy procedure, but since you did make the decision tonight, I would like to talk a little bit about it. It's extremely devastating news to my family and my child. I invite you all to come home and tell her the reasons why we made this decision. I want to tell you that I've brought my child up to work hard, to believe in what she's doing. I've told her that she can achieve anything with good grades and hard work. As you know, this is the only school that has what she wants. So the hard part, we told her, was getting in here in this limited amount of positions that are in there for students. This year, there happened to be an agreement with Jerry to bring in 100 extra students. So we thought that was going to be our hurdle. And now I have to go home and tell my daughter her first roadblock in her career is the Hudson football. And the people who are supposed to have her educational interest at heart. And I don't get emotional about this, but never in a million years did I think that this would happen. There is no school in Manchester that has what she needs. So I would like to ask you why you made the decision against her.
Now, Dana, may I ask, you mentioned Ed Rose 320, and which you said was our guideline. Can you reference that section that gives us the guidelines on what constitutes a manifest, if that's appropriate? I don't
Well,
know.
again, this is public,
Okay.
we're in a public input session now. But I will say, you'll be getting a letter that'll state, exactly where the decisions came from in those policies.
And I would, maybe we should bring our kids so that you can look them in the eye when we make these decisions. And I understand that there is an issue with the percentage of people going to Manchester. But every one of us back here, I know many of these parents, and these children work hard, and they're good kids. And these decisions are, I don't think fair to them. I really don't. And if you had made this decision November 1st, these kids have already applied to the schools. So maybe, looking hindsight, it should have been next year, not this year, because of the fact that these kids have already applied to these schools. That's basically what I have to say.
Thank you.
Mike Gibbs, 14 North Drive. I just had one simple question. I was wondering if someone could clarify or give your definition for manifest educational hardship. I teach math, I don't really know what that means. Can someone tell me your definition? or what you mean by that, when you mentioned it several times.
Again, we're at a point now where, this is public input, but, you can get, I don't want to take the...
I don't have a case in front of the...
I understand that, but it's in the ed rules. What is it?
Okay.
You got a copy?
I'll give it to you.
It's in the...
Yeah, okay.
So New Hampshire Code of Administrative Rules, Ed 320.01, change of school assignment.
Thank you. Hi, thank you.
Anyone else?
Hi, my name is Kate Saunders. I'm the president of the Education Support Professionals, and we just wanted to thank the board for negotiating with us this year. We wanted to thank Jim Sullivan and Cheryl Heston, especially for giving us their time, and we want to thank you, Dr. Littlefield, and Peter Wells as well.
Thank you to you as well.
David Pearl, 79 Main Street. Last meeting, I posed 2 questions to the school board, and I was wondering if you had come up with an answer.
With the indulgence of the board, we really don't have a process in place for responding, and if you're okay with it, we'll respond. If not, we can do something more formal and get back to Mr. Pearl.
If I may, I think there are some boards in this town that do not respond directly, which I think sometimes causes confusion on delaying the response. But we have a different set of rules, and it does that, which you actually read yourself into the record, the guidelines for public comment and deemed appropriate. And at this point, I think we have enough information, or you do on our behalf, Dana, to respond at this moment. First, based on the 4 guidelines on renewal response. So, based on number 3 of our public input. So, I wouldn't have a problem with you giving.
Well, I mean, and I'll allow the rest of
Personally.
the board members, and I will tell you, I'm going to propose that we make something more formal for a response, because, to be honest with you, we don't get a lot of requests like that, and to respond at a meeting, and I think we need something more formal. But
May I say, Mr. Argo, according to your policy, I'm waiting until you deem it necessary, so I'm by no means pressing you to do it at this moment. I just wanted to bring it up to remind you or to get some update. And I'm perfectly fine with waiting for a formal thing, because the reason I did ask was that I wanted the opinion of the entire board, and we did talk about that at the last meeting. As Jim mentioned, I might have talked to some individuals, but I was looking for the opinion of the board. So if that is going to be better served with a formal answer, I'd be more than willing to wait for that.
yeah, I mean, I think I prefer to do. I wasn't at the last meeting. I apologize, but but it also states that we're going to get back to you in a reasonable fashion. So yeah, we will get back to you then.
Okay.